Hello everyone and welcome back to another Beyond All Reason video. This time we're playing 5v5 with Celentron, me, HH2, Sukram, Jackie Boy, Geos, GR, Shadow, Hot Carl, Opera Boy and the Big Willy. Let's just
Battle started.
I wasn't quite sure what the leads were, but luckily we got it pretty figured out pretty fast. I went into 1 max 2 wins into a bot lab, as you can see, and then I will eat 1k metal immediately, because why not, and then get a torpedo out and then get these 2 maxes of 1.8, which means we have 5 maxes. I wasn't quite sure how many I would get, but it's actually more than my lane mates, I guess, since Celentron only gets 4. But Carl, HH2 will get 1, 2, 3, 4, I guess? Maybe 5. I'm not sure. Shukram started at C, which, you know, pretty smart in my opinion. He's really having a forward position and already has access to C, so nobody will even be able to contest this. Not that people will contest this at all, because he's stacking. And as you can see, I am already walking forward with just
Battle
1 max
paused.
into
Battle resumed.
lab into my first con. Almost getting out, or second con actually. My apologies. I already have this max build with this con and this construction bottle. What? I think this is mine, so I'll take this. I'm pretty sure. As you can see, yeah, I am walking over there and getting this max before building even more wins. And I also I'm getting a Lazarus to eat all of these trees without any without any issue, as I am also at the front already eating a whole bunch of metal. And the metal-less start is pretty fine right now, since we don't really have an issue of having less metal income. And there's already a small leak of 3 grunts staying right there and going right into my my base, as Celentron doesn't really pay attention, and there's just 3 grunts walking into my base, getting my construction bot down to 2 HP and actually killing it, as well as my ticks. I try to, you know, do something about it, but yeah, it's not looking good, as it destroys actually 2 of my maxes and a few wins, and then goes back into Celentron's base. I actually have created a pawn, and well, I can't really do much about this anymore, so I actually just go into another construction bot, as well as I have defended these 2 maxes with a harpoon, as Shadow came close, but one harpoon actually got him down to 50 HP and he pulled back, which of course is smart. And I tried to build a radar here, but because pathfinding won't walk to the edge and build it, I'm actually right now pathing right along the edge. But I realize in a bit, while we are building back up, I am using my Lazarus to resurrect this construction bot as well, because it's kind of a waste if I don't. You know, I can eat it, but resurrecting it is way better, of course. And I do build this max again, which, you know, is probably not the best idea. As I also share a construction bot to Supram, as he will be able to get his maxes. As well as I have built my radar over here, so we have a whole bunch of vision on their bases right now, as Opera Boy is in C with his first shipyard, and Jackie Boy as well with his first herring, scouting out Opera Boy as well. And we are welcome back again. We don't really have a job, I guess. I guess it's more tech and support, emergency support to the other ends. As HH2 has a stable position, he's building a whole bunch of what you call it, a whole bunch of port. He has his overwatch tower, he has his beamers. While we detect air, the air player has been spotted. He has his geothermal already running. As there is still skirmishes going on with Carl and Chevron. I also am building a few pawns because I find these rocketeers and a bit scary, so I push pawns into them for a little bit. While right now his two rocketeers and a single but are getting cut off, so they push forward towards anymore. While my pawns really are getting destroyed right now, as I'm not paying any attention. But here we go in, get the plug, get two other rocketeers as well as the other plug, as we have secured this position. Chevron also already pushed way up, while HH2 is building a gauntlet with 7 metal a second. You know, that isn't the best, probably because Jackie Boy has stolen a max of his, or I assume this is Jackie Boy's max, or HH2's max. He does need metal. I do have a bit of metal. I am getting 38 right now, 45, 54. I am probably eating a whole lot of wreckages instead of resurrecting them. And I am building a few energy converters because of, well, we do not have a whole bunch of metal. Here's also the first blink, first scout from the Big Willy, as he is building a bit more fighters. I immediately go into one AA, while HH2 actually says he might go air, and he needs his metal, but I don't really want to give metal into a gauntlet that, you know, I'm not really a fan of the gauntlets. I prefer units, even though it probably is a good location to have a gauntlet, but I'd rather not, as we do see this push, so I instantly move my pawn over to that side, trying to defend, you know, the already port here, and I do send him 700 metal to finish this gauntlet. And there we go, it's finished.
Commander destroyed.
Commander is destroyed actually, but the port is, as well as the gauntlet right now, is getting a little bit of value. And I push with my pawns a little bit forward, trying to get a little bit of space and just information, as Spencer actually apologizes for the leak. Well, it wasn't really an issue. I only got 2 maxes down and like 2 wins, so it wasn't that big of a deal, as I got these 2 maxes to cover for it, but of course it isn't the best. And I sent my letters over to eat as well. Well, he actually sends in more rocket bots, and he hasn't repaired the gauntlet fully, which in my opinion is a little bit of an issue, as he will just, you know, focus fire it probably. As you can see, 25 HP, 1, 2, HH2's commander is actually also just getting obliterated, and there goes down the gauntlet. I mean, I guess it's worth, just because there is a whole bunch of wreckages, but HH2 isn't building any units. He went wholly for park, so we can't really contest this unless I am pushing out units as well, but I actually went for the eco, or like attacking. As you can see, I would want to try to get the tier 2 lab with eating all of that metal, but we do not have the units or position for it. So I actually send my letters back and go eat all of this energy, and I'll actually eat this in a bit and go for tier 1 again, because clearly I will not be able to finish this anytime soon with the metal income I have without eating anything external. As a few Lazaruses of, I think it's GS, whatever, it is actually eating already a whole bunch of metal. So he's getting a big fat metal injection where he just pushes out more units, as I actually am eating all of this back up. Well, actually also building it, I think, with a single construction, but I accidentally assigned to the bot lab. Well, I'm building a single metal storage just to store all of the metal in, because otherwise the metal overflow would be a bit sad and go to my teammates. As we got back 1.7k, so otherwise we would have given our teammates 500 metal, which of course we do not want to do. I also go into more grunts and build a Lazarus really quick, and be ready to eat all of this metal once again, because I expect this to get another wreckage, probably another wreckage. Silentron also goes into a whole bunch of pork. He also has his Dragon's Teeth blocking, and he pushes in the way. As there are a few Sheldons of Coral already, he already has tier 2, and as you can see, he has way more maxes. HH2 doesn't have these, so he doesn't have the metal capacity as Hot Coral has, which is a little bit of an issue. As you can see, Jackie Boy and Opera Boy are playing against each other, and Jackie Boy is winning quite hard, as his commander is just 12 HP with no ultimatum prelude.
Commander destroyed.
As the commander goes down, as he was going for T2, clearly not able to do so because he is actually getting destroyed. He does have 1.6 game metal, but it's better to use back out base as he is doing right now. And here we are, we do have a little blockage as we expected, and we are eating a lot of metal. We are sitting right now at 3.6k metal, and we decide, we eat the lab and we go into tier 2, because we can. We do have the metal for it right now, and the construction bots, construction turns are helping out, well, and we have the metal and energy for it, so let's go for it. Clearly we need it as well, as Solenton also goes for tier 2, but he doesn't have any turrets helping out or the metal capacity for it, in my opinion. Well, but he is getting shot by Sheldons right now, which is a little bit of an issue. But I pump out a few hounds immediately and share them to him, as well as having pawns as a flexible defense force. As Sukram has seaplanes and is going in with a few bombers, but he has a whole bunch of fighters ready to kill his bombers right here. As you can see, 7 seaplanes are getting destroyed by the fighters. There is a little light anti-air, so this is good for him, as these seaplanes aren't probably as good as normal planes. I'm not quite sure, but if he flies over us, we have the anti-air. See, there goes all of his air, just because he went flying.
Battle paused. Battle resumed.
Over our bases.
Battle
as well.
paused.
I say build units. I can give everyone cons, and I will do so, but people don't mind. I'm going for T2 anyways. I mean, Felentron can clearly afford it right now. As Jacob Boy asked for a rattle, but honestly, it's probably not needed. There is a little bit of a tick push, but it's more or less stalling for time right now. and I go into my guns, ready to give them all to the team. As if I have my own construction bot already upgrading my first max into soon the second one, as we are getting a little bit more metal to, you know, expand our construction efforts with, I guess. I do have given the Cylindron his radar and jammer, I think, yeah, but he kind of forgets about them as they are just standing right in front of my base. The radar and the jammer has the first bombing run from underground through, getting a few ticks, I guess, or something. As here is another seaplane ready to hit the thermal, gets destroyed, as well as all of the energy converters with it. So really a big win for us. As we have stalled long enough for the Sheldons, he doesn't really get through at all, while I give everyone their tier 2, as Jackie Boy, I give Jackie Boy a construction bot, but Cylindron also gives Jackie Boy a construction bot, so not the best communication here, as you can see. I do have a radar and a jammer right here. Oh no, this is Cylindron's and jammer and radar. So that gives a little bit of an edge to us, but he of course also has his radar and jammer bot. As you can see here, 5 pounds with a whole bunch of places is getting a bit of value. They are getting shelled from the shells because they do have a little bit of range. I also go and eat a little bit of metal right in the middle, because, you know, we can use it to pump out a little bit more tier 2, as we are right now going into There's Jackie Boy's tier 2 con. I have my tier 2 con right here with the 2 butlers, as I send 1 butler to reclaim more stuff and build wins back here for a little bit of more energy scaling. Because we do not really have much space here anyways. I also gave Chevron his tier 2, and he is using his maxes, or upgrading his maxes only with it, as I go for fusion reactors right now. I mean, I do have I don't really have the matter for it, but I'm not building anything else. I could also eat my advanced bot lab, but I don't. Or because I'd rather have, you know, emergency stop button where I can just pump out hounds or raiders just to help out in waves, because we need a little bit of stability, because the Sheldons are a little bit annoying. Chevron is here with the destroyer trying to poke out Hot Carl, but it doesn't really work out. As Jackie Boy has his side of the map completely secured with 11 torpedo launchers, 11 Urchins, and a few floating anti-air. And we have a radar and a turret coming up. He's gaming. I like this. I like this a lot. He is just using his turret right now to destroy the eco and trying to get this max. Probably not the idea. You might be able to get the vegan off. Doesn't look like it because you're in the water. That's a bit sad. But I'm probably not sure you won't get the metal structure as we go into our second fusion, and I am preparing to scale my economy with just tier 1 basic converters, because if they can get here, the game would probably already be over on the front. So kind of hidden against the wall, as we will actually build a gun turret to help out first before gearing into all of the converters, as we are right now having a whole bunch of energy ready to be used, but we don't right now. It's a bit bad, as Oscar actually said things, push guys, it's 2v1, and he's completely true. I have a few sharpshooters right now, push them on the edge of the board trying to get a little bit of value, but the Junior was found, the Gemma was found right there, so it could destroy quite exposed, of course, my sharpshooter bots. You can actually see it, though it should be closed. I probably so I'm a bit curious why that happened, as Shadow and Jill are really pushing hard right now, and they are getting close to my fusions, of course. So we do realize this, and we have our jammer radar pushed out immediately, and we are building a whole bunch of hounds right now, ready to be, try and stabilize this position. As I walk my commander forward, because I realize, wait, we won't be able to stop this with a few hounds. We need a big explosion, or just a few good deacons. So I just walk in with my commander, and I just
Commander destroyed.
and get 30%, probably 80% of
Commander self-destructed.
30% of the 30% of the army with just a single commander explosion, as Jigboy also has his ships and is helping out with the single person and a few benches for each of his car here as well, helping out, as we will actually eat all of this metal with a butler on standby. We did lose a single fusion, which is a bit sad, but it isn't the end of the world, as we got a hot lab out with a few leverages to eat and resurrect this fusion. As the hounds I built are getting a little bit of value, just holding this position as we will actually push it forward, as the Sheldons right in the hill are in a great position and a whole lot more range than any of our hounds can produce. Our sharpshooters would be close, but that's about it. Also, it does have rapid vision. I'm not sure why he has, because it's pretty stable. It might be the radar bot. Actually, it's I think it's probably just the radar. As we build a few more hounds and step up a little bit, trying to play with the tick vision we got, and just pushing while also evading a few hound shots ourselves, as we are resurrecting our fusion, and we build a bunch more energy converters. We're also eating still with our butler, so we are right on the cusp of maximum metal before we are getting a whole bunch of hounds. Still, I'm quite reaching it constantly, just not beneath it, but we are, edging it. As the ships of Jackie Boy are doing a bunch of work. He's just shooting everything with his engineers and his bow, I'm not quite sure. He also has a huge missile ship, which of course helps out a ton. But we have our radar and camera here, so right now I'm just push safely without any real vision of us. They can't really shoot back. They can guess where we are, but they don't really know. But there are a whole bunch of also a whole bunch of air trying to spot us out, but luckily it doesn't really work. So we finally just push. Well, I go for tier 3. We had a whole bunch of metal in the bank. We can just reclaim the tier 1 bot lab, we can reclaim the tier 2 bot lab, and now we can just convert that all into units. Actually go for riders because we can use the last tier. They are amphibious, so they should be good. As ducks right here are actually getting into the business urging and lamprey blockade as they're, I don't know, probably ships raining there on the base. As there are now 2 ships there as well from HH2. As we are still scaling winds behind and we have our first 6 riders. We do know there is a commander here as the spiders are getting through and is getting blocked. We got the beholder on the camera and the gauntlet is sadly at 5% HP, so just survived as our hands right here are getting pushed through. Just focus fire on the convoys because convoys are pretty dangerous for us, especially when we are all like this. As there goes probably the Geo and it explodes the whole base of Geo on the GSR. As the blue commander gets pinged out right now, and the hounds are finishing up the rest of the base of GeoGSR. As we do have almost 10 riders. After that we go into 10 Razorbacks. But this game is essentially already over. These hounds are, doing the job. Find Shadow and focus fire on them. There goes Shadow in it.
Commander destroyed.
Exploding his own base with it, except for the lab. But we just walk further to get the gauntlet completely, as we do have armor riders running in. Both girls spots them already. There goes the design code, and that is GG. We do try to get the Carl first before the design code ends, but all of our hands miss, and that is GG. Sadly we couldn't use our tier 3, but that is
Battle ended.
as we are 3rd place on every single one. GeoGSR, I have no clue how to pronounce the name. Got 1st place on destroying enemy resource production because he, of course, got our fusion reactor, which sucks a little bit, but it wasn't really that disastrous. As Jackie Boy got the destroying enemy units and defenses and efficient use of resources because he destroyed a single whole base with just the ships. Also got his defense wall of urchins and lampreys. Excuse me. I was quite happy with this game. I do like transitioning into tier 3 lately, because I've kind of figured out how I could do it nicely without any big issues. There's also a Star Wars game I want to cast, I guess, as well. So we'll jump right into that one right now. As you can see, here we are at Star Watcher.
Battle started.
Let's see, we are yellow, so we are at in the middle position with Creed Zeno 144, Robo Forever 294, myself, and Solentron again. against the Grey Charlie, Takabananas, HH2 and Yator. And Duchy as well. And there's nothing really special going on there. But we go into 3 maxes into a solar, into another solar because wind was going down. So, you know, be prepared for less winds. Even though it is efficient above 6 for Armada or 5 even. Yeah. But we at the early game we don't really want to stall E, so it's probably better to just get 2 solars out because we can. Then we go into a bit more winds as well as an early radar. I do like an early radar on this map because there is just a whole bunch of well, space to cover, except for this thing blocking my vision. That is a little bit bad, but not the end of the world. As we go into a whole bunch more winds, of course, and we do get our first gun out. I decide to actually walk this one backwards, going into the back maxes and getting all of these. I think these are all mine, because Cylindron has these, and I'll leave him these ones, so he can get this one. But I'll get the back maxes. He also goes for this one, so who cares? We actually get this one. I didn't really pay attention. As we got our first ticks out, ready to scout out the map. We do not want any leaks, of course, as our rovers from Robo Forever actually win the first skirmish of the match, as he also goes forward with his con, actually skipping every max and getting them all with his commander. So he's skipping this one, and this one's actually also his, but fair enough. I do go with my con forward as well, but I get these maxes with my commander. I also built an LTT. If there come any leaks through here, they should be catched mostly. As we go forward with our con, getting every max except this one. I don't really need that one because I am already taking all of these. And this one, if I am faster. And I probably will. It looks like I will. Oh no, I won't. Never mind. As we have our first skirmish as well, I also am pushing my ticks forward, trying to get past, as I do have another 5 ticks ready to cover. And here we go, we do see these spawns, so we try to, you know, sneak past them, going upwards into the base. As the maces get pushed back, or pulled back, but you know, maces aren't the best answer to ticks, because ticks fast probably will get a bit of value, or at least we hope we do get a little bit of value. I am just mostly focused on the backline, trying to get information as well as a bit of value, but we do not see anything, so we actually go for the max, and there we go, we get it, and then set the tick way at the back, as there's another tick right there. Ataka Bananas is here though, and there are rascals coming through. 22 in fact. That's a big push, as they do not go for the construction, but they actually go for the base. And as you can see, it works out pretty well, because he doesn't really have, he just have one LTT right there. And the Centurion is helping out quite a lot, as I am pushing a few ticks out there to help him as well. His rovers right now are circling around his base because there was a few of mine that could get past. As we are right now at the front, we have a radar, and we are right now silent, we don't do anything, but our commander is walking forward, getting a few LTTs out, as my construction bot already has arrived at the front as well, holding the maxes along the way. As you can see here, we do not get this one, we leave that one for our teammate, because we got, as we said, all these back maxes, and we are happy with those. as my ticks right now are back. But right now we are kind of losing because Attica Bananas has the 4.2. Robo Forever has his 4.2, but it isn't currently running. But that is not an issue. We are right now highly up in metal, but we are needing a bit more energy, so we go for a solar really quick. While also building another max at the front, while also building a few LTTs ready to dissuade any pushes. There's a little bit of a gap right there, so that is a bit bad. We also have 20 ticks still left over as we go into another solar, because we just need a whole bunch more energy. Wind is even higher, but we aren't really building any wind farms, so that is a little bit of an issue, as this construction bot will actually walk forward as it realizes, oh wait, these maxes are already built. We also go for a forward lab, so we can start eating this lab while building a Lazarus. After we eat that, we will build a turret, and I will actually help out really quick with doing that, as we get the last max of our lane, I guess, up and running, and we go for a few Rocketeers because we spotted out these defenses. There's also a single tick debris that I used to spot out to spot out where everything is. So we know these are just LTTs, and rocket bots will have great value here, because he is also even using a whole bunch of Dragon's Teeth. 150 metal isn't all that much, but you know, it is something. It's like 700 metal in total, and we do know there's a gap. Nothing built here, so I use these ticks, and I may shoot at them, but misses. As HH2 tries to cover the position, I think Bananas also tries, but we just get past. There's a single rocket bot who gets a single hit on the ticks. There's another one gets a hit on the ticks, but 11 ticks will just decimate a Rocketeer every day, as we spot out a construction bot as well. And there we go, we get the construction bot, and we go forward, getting another max, and try to evade all of these units, as we split up the ticks in 2 groups of 4, trying to get another max. There we go, and right now these ticks are a little bit, you know, useless, as we do, because we split it up, we get a little bit more value right here, if I do realize to go back. Here we go, that's one. That's a radar, that is on max, and right now I am busy playing frontline as well, just these Rocketeers getting value, and I am splitting up my ticks once again, trying to get a little bit more value out of them, as the single tick passes through and goes into the backline before actually going back up here, and I do pull them back, probably because I used my short key 1 to use to guard probably a Rocketeer, as you can see there, and we do get that max, lovely. So we get 2 maxes with 5 or 4 ticks, and 2 maxes with 4 ticks over there, and now there's a single tick left over, taking out another max of the Great Charlie.
Commander destroyed.
As a commander from the Great Charlie also goes down. The pawns still, the pawns of Cylindron also coming through, but they are getting caught up with a few incisors and a rascal. Right at the front line, right now we have our 10 rocket bots. Or it should be 10, probably one died. Are decimating the LTTs and the maces, as we do have a few Centurions up and running as well, as we now go for a few Lazaruses ready to eat all of this if we can.
Commander destroyed.
We get the commander kill as well, And
Commander
right now
destroyed.
are just in a great position, ready to go through everything he has built. A few more LTTs, but you know, rocket bots will just decimate all of those, as all of these rocket bots. There's also an agitator in the area from Robo Forever, as on the right side, Creed Zeno 144 is going up against Yator. He seems to be in a precarious situation, as he commander traded, or Yator did, and he is building a construction bot. I really like this one. It will just be able to eat all of his reclaim without any issue whatsoever, as long as this construction turret doesn't die. But it looks like these I don't think they can get down. So it will repair first, but hopefully get reclaim later. As the resign vote comes up, but there's one person not wanting to resign, so you know, the game goes on for a little bit as a rascal comes through from HH2. As we have already gone for tier 2, we ate all of this reclaim, so we've gone tier 2, we have our construction bot out, up and running, and we got a little bit more solars down because we need a whole bunch more energy. As a spectator actually pings. I'm not quite sure what he pings out. Probably a leak, I assume. As we do get a little bit more rocket bots, probably because I was so high in metal, I didn't even stop my tier 1 production. As Cylindron pushed up quite far, and we are still not building tier 2 bots, or maxes I mean, as we do push our Rocketeers right now up a bit further into the enemy, just still with a few ticks, you know, giving vision, at least better vision. And we do have a few Centurions ready to dissuade, you know, fight against spawns or any rushing units like insiders. Not that we will stop like 32 insiders, honestly, but he needs to fight against Cylindron, not against me, so we are good to go in that department. As the insiders versus blitzes doesn't work out for HH2 there, and we go in with a whole bunch of robots. The two ticks are going to distract a few of the masons as well, as the Centurions are getting pushed out to the front first. As the hounds come in from behind as well, still probably waiting on the radar, but I forget to assign. As we are building the tier 2 maxes right now, we do get this one first before going into the 4.2 max, into going back into my base with the construction bots into actually upgrading this one for Cylindron, because I didn't think about it. As there is Cylindron, there's a little bit of a gap from the Great Charlie coming through with a few incisors, but he actually built beamers, so he's good to go. His incisors will be down in a little bit as we push a little bit more recklessly into the enemies. Yatop says he's dead as a stout push from Creed Zeno comes forward, and we do have our jammer with the hounds forward, and our jammer or our Rocketeers ready, so we just set fight command, fight command, fight command, fight command.
Your team reached Tech 2.
I go forward with my 10 hounds as well. I go forward with
Enemy
my 10
units
hounds as
detected.
well. Please. Yeah, there we go. As the resign vote actually comes in, and that's GG. Sadly, we couldn't use these 30 units, and we were going into down quite hard. It's a bit sad, but nothing to do about it.
Battle ended.
We do get second place for destroying enemy defenses because we got a whole bunch of LGGs and maces without any issue whatsoever, and destroying enemy resource production we only got a few ticks going through. We do get produce the most resources, which of course is nice to have, probably because I took like all of these. I think I was I think I did pretty well. I just went in for them pretty early on. Anyways, I thank you guys for watching. This was the last one. It was just too short. A 1-5v5 game or 1-4v4. I am enjoying the smaller team games because you can feel your impact a little bit more than 8v8, but that's also probably because I'm bad. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed these two games, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye bye!